guys, wanted to share a trade I took on the JP225 today, also known as the Nikkei. Switched on my trading a bit from NASDAQ, which I still trade, but today's on JP. Basically, I took a trade today that ended up in a win. Setup was pretty simple. Basically looking for the Asian market open, which is about 9 o'clock Tokyo time, and I normally trade about 2 to 3 hours into market open. So this candle here at 11 o'clock, which is Australia time, that's 9 a.m. in Tokyo, so market open here. This is the 5-minute chart, dumped all the way down. Didn't really look for any reaction at the moment on the way down here. You can see it came down to the sell side liquidity, but there wasn't much, reaction here. So we waited till, and I executed my trade at 11:30. Now why did I do that? Because price put in another sell side here, and I was looking for displacement. I look for displacement in most of my trades. It just means that there's actually strength behind the movement. So this was on a 5-minute chart. What made me execute was the setup on the 1-minute time frame. I look for inverse fair value gaps and displacement. So here, if you guys can see, setup was pretty simple. So previously, like I mentioned here, there was a sell side liquidity that did not give too big of a displacement or reaction, so I neglected that. I wanted to see something that satisfied my requirement in terms of setup. So there was another sell side liquidity here. Market actually pushed up really strong, and these here, these wicks are all liquidity that's been generated previously. So basically you could see I entered my position here. My entry in terms of execution is pretty fluid, so I look for my directional bias on high time frames like 15-minute, 1 hour, 5-minute. But when I'm looking for confirmation, it's mainly on 1 hour, 1 minute, 2 minute, and sometimes a 30-second. So I actually went down on the 30-second chart, and it gave me a very clear signal that market was actually looking to sweep. I shouldn't say look to sweep. Market actually swept sell side liquidity here first. So this line, market put in a sell side liquidity. It chucked in, put in a inverse fair value gap here on the 30-second, and see the movement was pretty quick. Price rushed down, came back up again, sweeping stop orders and market orders here. I wouldn't say market orders, but basically liquidity clusters here. So put in an inverse value gap with big reaction towards the upside. Where could it be targeting? The opposing liquidity. So I entered one position here, put my stop loss underneath the inverse fair value gap. It actually retraced, almost triggering my stop loss, but nothing was suggesting to me that price was looking to come back down here, because you look at this initial move, it's pretty strong. It left this area untapped because it's collecting orders again. So I entered my second position here. Price retraced a little bit more, but in the end it put in 2 more inverse fair value gaps that actually confirmed my bias that price is potentially looking to go up. So there's 1, there's 2. This one wasn't placed in too nicely, but you get the gist. And the third one is here. There's another one here. So 3 inverse fair value gaps, signaling that the bearish fair value gap is being inversed, and it's lost its strength. So this tells me price wants to move to the upside. And once price hit here, the buy side liquidity up here, I just closed off my full position for about 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. So yeah, held my trade from 11:30 Eastern Standard Time to 11:50, so that's about 20 minutes. Done and dusted. I'll try and drop more of these trade recaps in the future, but yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in.